Hi there, Stacie Tatera here, and it is actually Sunday the 26th, and I am going to be doing your weekly angel oracle card reading. I usually do this on a Monday, but based on schedules and some incoming snow and just some stuff going on, I had some time to do the reading today so I could get it posted a little bit early for you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. We are absolutely in a deep freeze here in the Midwest. As you know, I'm in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. It is colder here than it is in Siberia, as Josh Gates from Expedition Unknown pointed out when I went to see him on Friday evening. It's cold, and I know it's cold in a lot of places. There's a lot of weather coming in. We're due to get about a foot, if not more, of snow tomorrow night into Monday. So we're kind of prepping and hunkering down for that, but we Midwesterners are hardy folks, and we should be just fine. I'm originally from the East Coast, and we absolutely had this kind of weather, not this cold, but snow. Took us a little bit to recover, so that's what's nice about the Midwest. Recovery out here goes pretty smooth. So again, no matter where you are and what you're doing, I hope you're staying safe, I hope you're staying warm, and I hope you're doing very well. So we are in officially the last week of January, which I often say is hard to believe, but time just is in that going fast kind of space. And I'm actually using a new deck that is not mine. I actually borrowed it from my business partner and good friend, Natalie. She has this deck at my center, and I asked her if I could use it for Monday because it was kind of calling to me. So I'm excited to try this new deck. And then I was told to pull one card from our spirit animal deck. So excited about that. If you've not joined me before, I'm Stacie Tatera. You can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com. Also on Facebook, Stacie Tatera Medium Healer Teacher. That's where you can find all of my classes, upcoming events, and we do have some wonderful things coming up. March 23rd, it's a Saturday, I'm doing a gallery event with Oshkosh medium Jen Lloyd, as well as another local medium, Mike Pazorski. Tickets are on sale through Eventbrite. If you search my name, Stacie Tatera, Jen Lloyd, or Mike, you'll find the event. Tickets are $45. The event is at the Crown Plaza from 2 to 4 on Saturday, March 23rd. So I'm really hoping that you guys can join us. It's always a fun time when we have 3 mediums on stage to deliver messages from Spirit. The other thing I just posted, super excited about, is my Spiritual Foundation class. This is a class that I typically hold 2 to 3 times a year, and for anybody looking to expand on your spiritual journey, to build on what you're doing, this is a wonderful class. We talk about all kinds of really interesting things, meditation, energy, forgiveness, self-care. This time I think we're going to talk a little bit about free will, just things that really help us to really navigate and work through the energies and just life in a more comfortable way, and also with a little bit of a different perspective. So all of that can be found through my website. You go to the Schedule Now button, all my classes and events are there, as well as scheduling for private sessions. So that's the rundown for today with events, so please look into those things. The Universe Has Your Back is the deck I'm going to be using. This is a Gabby Bernstein deck, and this book is fantastic. Gabby Bernstein does a lot of really great writing. She's a motivational and spiritual speaker. I do enjoy her work, and I'm excited to use this deck. So we'll see what cards come up. If you have an interest in this deck as well, most of these things can be found right on Amazon, as well as on hayhouse.com. Hay House has some really cool events coming up. I know that Brian Weiss is coming to Chicago. He wrote Many Lives, Many Masters. And so it's more of a past life regression kind of day workshop, if that's something that interests you. I actually will be traveling to Chicago to see that class. I just learned that Deepak Chopra is coming to Milwaukee to the Pabst Theater in April. I believe it's the 17th. I think it's the 17th. It's a Wednesday evening. Tickets go on sale next week. I'm planning on attending. And then Radley Valentine, who I just love and adore, is another angel card guru and angel specialist. and he's going to be at the Infinity Foundation in Chicago in August, and he's doing an angel card type class, and I've worked with him in the past. I enjoy working with him in his classes, being a part of those events. And so if you want to expand and get out there, there's so many great options and teachers. So be sure to check those things out for yourself, because it's a great time of expansion and learning and growing. And so typically what I do is I grab some friends and say, hey, let's go do this. And we make it a day or a weekend or an event. And we have dinner ahead of time, or lunch, or whatever the occasion calls for. And we just really, really enjoy doing those types of things. It's fun. So again, you can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com. Let's get these cards to pop here. They're taking a little bit of their time, but as I often say, that means that they're doing what they need to do to give us good messages. Cards for the week tend to be the card first part of the week, midweek, second card, and then end of the week into the weekend for the third card. I know last week those cards were really coming up in even some of my client sessions for people, and I was like, watch the angel card reading, because the cards were really hitting throughout the week. Okay, so the first card, my happiness, is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Okay, beautiful cards. I like the other side too. Lovely cards. And I know the owl is an important meaning for Gabby. She explains that in this book, but she has an owl on the box as well. So my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. And what this tells us is that right now, your faith is a reflection of your happiness, right? So we really want to trust in the universe. We really do want to embrace the fact that the universe does have our back. And the more that you trust, the more you're able to let go. So the first part of this week, we might need to let go of some things and really pulling in to trusting in the flow of what's happening in our life. So again, that's with relationships, with ourselves, with work, you know, the things that we face each day in our lives. But that's just a beautiful card, a beautiful message, is that the more faith that you have in the process, it really helps ease your mind. It helps you to, you know, we are a part of that process. And so the more that you're able to connect with the universe, the more you're connecting with yourself, which ultimately brings you to a space of peace. So just remember that that's something that's important for you. I'm already smiling because I just drew this next card. The universe has my back. No matter what you're experiencing, no matter what is happening, no matter what comes your way, you want to always try and remember that the universe has your back, okay? And this could be a mantra for you. And so these cards are very geared towards understanding how the universe does work with us on a daily basis. So midweek, we might need to do some, again, introspection around things going on in our life. Last week, it was taking some quiet time, meditating, understanding that you're supported and that you're being taken care of. So with the moon, with the owl, it's wisdom, it's reflection, it's understanding that no matter what, the universe has your back and that you're in charge of your level of happiness. When you hang your hat on having other people bring happiness and joy, and that's the only thing that makes you happy, we need to kind of recalibrate that for you, because it really is about you creating your own happiness and the universe is co-creating with you. So the third card is, and this is beautiful, I choose to learn through love. Okay, so towards the end of the week, you may be faced with something that kind of gets you fired up. And this is a perfect time to say to yourself, I choose to learn through love. It allows you to kind of take a step back, which we talk about often when I do these readings. It's practice the pause, right? Practice taking a step back and thinking before you react, thinking before you respond, and choosing to come from a love space versus a fear space or an anger space or a pissed off space, basically, right? So it really is, you know, we're on this mission while we're here to learn and grow as much as we can and evolve as soul beings. And so this is such an important piece of this, is that I choose to learn through love. Now, when things hurt and it's uncomfortable, it can be difficult to get into that love space because we're hurt or we're angry. We have lots of emotions that come in around different situations. And so if we can try to take ourselves back to this mantra, I choose to learn through love, the universe hears that. It also raises your vibration and your level of energy, and the world and what's going on around you can't help but react in a positive way to that. And you tend to set the tone for your life, and people see how you're responding and how you're reacting, because the only person we can control in this life is ourselves. And so when we, you know, when we're in a good space and we're working and co-creating with the universe, with God, with source, with the angelic realms and all that light and love space and energy, we really do set the tone for our own lives, and we help others in that process as well. And that's what I feel like these messages are about. Deeper messages, right? But I kind of had a feeling that that's what this week was going to be about. And I think obviously we're ready to hear these messages. There are a lot of you that are there and like, yep, that's how I'm living. I'm trying to do this each and every day. And it's important that I embrace these things as much as possible. But it is important to know you don't walk this path alone. You're always supported. You always have somebody learning all of your lessons through love, whether it's the loss of a friendship, if it's, you know, having challenges, getting pregnant, whatever those things are for you. When we come from that heart space, it really is, it makes a big difference. So, oh, now the cards are popping. So I wanted to do one more card, as the Spirit had asked me, from the Angel Spirit Oracle, or the Spirit Oracle, Animal Oracle cards, if I could get it right. And let's see, I've been using this deck with a lot of clients, and really, really, really great messages and really great insights through our animal friends. And I think it's a great way for us to get in contact and connected to that. So the card that comes up is Time to Collaborate, and it's the first card in the deck, and they're ants. So we're working with ant spirit. It's time to collaborate. It's time to work together. I use the term that life is like a puzzle, and we get pieces along the way, and we're putting together our puzzles, right? And there's another piece that fits to make things make more sense, to make things more complete. When I do readings, I explain to people that readings are like puzzles. We get pieces, and then we help them fit to create the story that we need in the messages that we're receiving. But this message is about working together as a collective. You know what? There's so much out there in the news, in social media, and I feel like this card is asking us to work together as a collective. Be the change you want to see, right? And so when we look at the cards that we just pulled, we're learning through love. We understand the universe has our back. We're knowing that our energy can impact more things than we could ever imagine. And it's doing those things that help us collaborate and help us work with that infinite energy to move us forward in a positive way. So the message that I really get strongly from this, because ant spirit, they're workers. They work, and they're working hard to achieve their goals, which is what each of us are trying to do in all aspects of our life. The time to collaborate may also be, you may need to ask someone for professional or personal assistance. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Again, we've talked about this in the past too. If you're thinking about embarking on a project and you're not quite sure what you need to do, ask people who you know are experts in that field. Get referrals to people you know that can really be a positive influence on a situation. But it is the big piece of this in the puzzle is we have to work together. And by doing our part and honoring ourselves and who we are, that's what we can do to work together. By not judging, by honoring free will, by allowing people to be who they need to be. If it's in alignment with you, great. If it's not, that's fine. You can adjust and react accordingly. But it's important not to judge and allow people to have that free will space. And a good friend of mine said this to me. She's an angel intuitive, and her spirit team told her, if God can allow free will, why can't we? And that's an incredibly powerful statement. If God can allow free will, why can't we? So something to think about as you go through this week. And this card brings that message forward. And I was kind of thinking they were going to address the free will piece today. But time to collaborate, work together, get other people's, involvement where you need to in your life, and value that energy that serves you and serves you well. So great cards this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I'm Stacie Tatera. I appreciate you tuning in. MilwaukeeMedium.com or StacieTatera.com is how you can find me. Classes and events, go through the Schedule Now button or the Facebook page, like my page, because lots of good information, lots of events and classes and things that are posted for my space, as for myself, as well as the people that work at the wellness center that I have here in Milwaukee. Okay, so have a great week. Stay warm, be safe, drive safe, and many blessings to you. Take care.